Can someone tell me the truth, please? Can somebody be honest and transparent with me? Um, my parents, my mother, father, and stepfather are obviously lying to me, correct? They're obviously lying to me. I'm being lied to, correct? I'm being gaslit, correct? What are the hidden realities, guys? Guys, what are the secrets? Can somebody be honest with me, please? Can somebody be honest with me? Can somebody be honest with me? Like, can anybody tell me the truth? Can anybody tell me the truth? Is anybody capable of telling me the truth? Somebody says, "We've been honest with you, Andrew. These are delusions. These are delusions." Somebody says, "Delusions, my friend. We're being honest with you." So my cousins, aunts, uncles, stepsister do not know Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, or anybody like that. They weren't referencing me in their artwork. You know, pharmacological abuse wasn't premeditated. The HIV scare wasn't premeditated. This is all delusions. You know, nobody was having the time of their lives. Somebody says, "That's right. They don't. This is all delusions. This is all emotional thinking." So he says, "You know these are delusions." All right, thank you, Tiger. Thank you. Thank you for helping me toggle the switch to off. You know, I just feel like I'm being lied to and deceived. I feel like I'm being gaslit. But apparently that's not so. Apparently that's not so. Everybody is being honest and transparent with me. Yeah, I'm taking the Cobenfy. I'm taking it twice a day. So he says, "What's causing the emotional tsunami? I just don't trust my parents. I just don't believe them. Maybe I need to. Maybe I need to believe them. I just don't believe them. I don't believe they're telling me the truth. I believe there was nefarious things that took place in the past." Somebody says, "You should relax, have a coffee." Yeah, Tiger says, "Can I ask you a serious question?" Sure, Tiger, please ask me a question. Please ask me a question. All right. So it's all idea of reference delusions. It's all psychosis. My parents haven't been lying to me. So he says, "Yeah." So he asks, "When your parents die, will you be able to break free of the delusions, or are you going to think they're still controlling things?" That's a very interesting question. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that, guys. I don't know what the answer is. So he says it'll probably be move on to somebody else being the problem. I guess, Rusty. His Tiger says, yeah, probably. So my mother and stepfather were not sadists. They were not gaslighters. Rusty says, remember when you accused your grandfather of running a pedophile ring? Yes, I remember that, Rusty. You think this is very similar in that it's delusional? Rusty says, yeah, you're delusional, Andrew. That's basically it. The truth is you're delusional. Okay. So what do you think the answer is? Somebody says, Andrew, the thing about family is people are just humans, flawed, but there is no perfect image you had in mind to be a parent. I mean, obviously parents aren't perfect. They do their best, but, I think there's like nefarious secrets that will make me angry. But I'm told that's not so. There's no major secrets that are being kept from me. I'm just gonna get off this live stream and just lie down. I'm just gonna get off this live stream and lie down. Tiger says the answer is to move on with this. Stop protesting that your mother and stepfather and father tell you the truth. Just move on. Just move on. I feel like they're keeping. I think the reason I don't want to move on is because I feel like they did it to me, and I feel like they know they did it to me, and I want them to confess they did it to me. But apparently, they didn't do it to me. I think they pharmacologically abused me. Somebody says, you choose to do this. Catch it, check it, change it. Somebody says, you were over medicated, no doubt, but nobody had nefarious intentions. All right, just start messaging people. Just make my life happen in the present and future. Just put the past behind me. Make my life happen in the present and future, and try to believe my parents are telling me the truth. Try to believe there's no secrets, there's no hidden realities. Try to trust them. Try to believe them. Try to believe they're not keeping major secrets of deception from me. Just try to believe them. So he says, accept reality as it is. So he says, you definitely need additional medication, Andrew. So he says, mental illness is hard to deal with, but at the end of the day, you have a roof over your head, and your parents set you up with a nice life. So he says, you want realities to exist because it allows you to pretend that none of this is your fault. But these realities don't exist. It is your fault, Andrew. So he says, all of my delusions are cop-outs. I want to blame other people for my perceived shortcomings. Blame your illness, not your parents. My parents are the only people in my life. I'm avoiding taking responsibility for myself. Somebody says, I could be happy, but I choose to remain in this cycle instead of toggling the switch to off. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Somebody says, if you get a hobby, it might help. Get a hobby to occupy your time. Somebody says, Tiger, I'm not sure if he's capable of keeping this switch off, as we've noticed. I suggest a hobby using power tools, Rusty says. It's all good. So he says, I think you need to call Dr. Copland about adjusting your medication. Not going to lie. Tiger says, Andrew's gotten better at toggling the switch to off, but he doesn't want to toggle it off for good. So he says, maybe build a doghouse. Give yourself a real sense of accomplishment. Mike says, that's a good idea, Andrew. Andrew knows how to catch a check a changing and is aware his delusions are delusions. The delusions are Andrew's coping mechanism. I fear Andrew wants a scapegoat, but there is none. I want somebody to, I'm looking for somebody to blame all my problems on. Like whether it's my stepfather, my mother, Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, whoever. I'm looking for somebody to blame my problems on. I'm looking for a scapegoat. I want my parents to be the dog. I want to blame something. I want to blame all my I want to like villainize my stepfather and say the reason my life turned out so horribly is all my stepfather's fault, or my mother's fault or whoever's fault. There's a sabotager. Tiger says the fact that you can say this shows that you know what's true, but you let the delusions creep back in because it's easier than getting out there. It's very wise, Tiger. That's very wise. 100%. Somebody says, I'm surprised Dale didn't powerbomb Andrew through the table after the plate incident on Thanksgiving. He did grab me and cause a bruise, so he did get physical with me. But, I guess it could have been worse, right? Should I lie down or take a walk around the neighborhood? What do you guys think? Take a walk or lie down? Just get some rest. What do you guys think? So he says, no offense, Andrew. You don't seem like you could take a punch. No, probably not. All right, I think I'm going to either lie down or take a walk around the neighborhood. I got to get going here. That is what it is, guys. That is what it is. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Tiger says you should take up bowling. That's a good idea, Tiger. That's a good idea. He says you should take up boxing. That's a good idea too. So he says, believe your parents when you say you are delusional. They are not bullying you or gaslighting you. They're telling you the truth, and that is that I'm delusional. It's delusion. That's basically it. I'm delusional. Somebody says if your parents hated you, they'd have you committed or in a prison. They don't hate you. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Just toggle the switch to off. And Rusty says, and tiger means like permanently committed. Your parents are telling you the truth because they don't want you to be permanently committed. They cut my meat for me. It sounds like love to me. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to take a walk. I'll be back later. Thank you. Thank you for helping me calm down.